Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis. It's Friday. I hope everyone is doing great. We can see that the dollar is still trying to gain that momentum, but yesterday we saw some reversals, and I can say we did it here and there. So, the first thing, let me just show you how we send our signals. So this is our group. You can see we have like 173. You can still join the team for $48 for 12 months. I will show you the prices. So we are stuck with let's see, we have gold. Let's see gold. Gold, we actually want to see a buy. You can see that signal there. The other one is USD. We are also consolidating around that structure. We expect the market to push a little bit higher. Another one is your US30, which did push to the upside. Let me change the size. So I saw a push. I think the market is around this level, and yeah, but the stop loss was not really that far. So let's see the other one. I think it's only the signals that we had because we did not really have enough. Okay, we have gold again. I saw gold playing games, but I think maybe now it's good. I think now it's good. Let's see that gold. Yeah, I think now it pushed to the upside, but we will see when we do the analysis, right? So if you want to be part of the team, you can just let me know. You can scan this QR code or just WhatsApp me here. Then you can start to enjoy our packages. We have 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. 6 months. It's 150. The fourth one is 12 months, which is yearly. And on that we have a special which ends this Sunday. So if you don't really join that, it's fine, but you are actually going to save if you want to join. You can see from $280 to $48. That special will never come back again. So lifetime is 45. Is $450, not $45, right? So you can see the signals that we offer. It's all this here. Yeah. And per day, it depends on the market opportunities, because there's those people who can ask, how many signals do you send per day, stuff like that. I don't know if maybe that helps, but we are controlled by the market opportunity. If the market gives us 2 opportunities, those are the signals that we're going to send. If it gives us 4, we're gonna do that. I can't just say, okay, every day we give 10 signals or 6 signals. I think it's not really nice. It might feel good to you when we say, oh, we send enough signals, but the question is, where do you get that? The market just present opportunities now and then. Mostly it's not going to be correct. So let's not focus on the number of the signals that we send. Let's focus on the winning rate, and you will see here. So when we go on the economic calendar, we see that, okay, today we have consumer sentiment, not really that important. So we will be done with this week. So we go in next week. Next week we don't really have any aggressive economic news. Let's see month end. Then we will be done with January. Yeah, I think January will end around this area. I see the 31st. We have interest rates. That will be fun. Anyways, it's fine. So let's see what's really happening. Let's see what's really happening on DXY. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. The channel is growing it's growing very quick, guys. Because of you can just subscribe, share with your friends. So on DXY, dollar index, dollar indicator, what's really happening? The dollar, it's now starting to gain some momentum, guys. You will see we have this breakout, but where we are, we have a smaller resistance that we're just waiting for a breakout. Then we will conclude and say, you know what, now the market just changed the trend. You can see the trend. The market was pushing down very nice. We had in some areas where they were just like obvious. The market was just giving us some very nice pointers there, and we used that to our advantage. You can see that was a very nice one. But what we see now is the market just broke out, which means the market is about to change the trend. So when the market is changing the trend, it means it's changing from this downtrend. Now we will see an uptrend. But what you should do, or what you must do there, don't just jump on the market. If maybe, let's say you're trading this, so you have to wait for a proper structure, mostly wait for this breakout to happen or wait for a retest before we start to think about bullish move. Because what I've realized is most people, they actually have this issue of trading after the breakout, or they lose mostly when the market breaks out. Here everything might be nice and straightforward, but when the market breaks out, just because they just want to get early, there is a problem, because the market is still deciding. Then the market can still continue going lower. It's up to the market, you see. So I hope you understand that. So let's push to the next one. Let's push to the next one. The next one is actually USD-ZAR. USD-ZAR, we are still on uptrend. This needs a bigger structure. I mean, the candlesticks or the movements here are crazy. They swing. The swings are like high. So if you don't really use daily, you're not going to see most of the structure. So what we see here is the market is still on that uptrend. I'm expecting to see that continuation. You can see that the market respected our support area and it's pushing to the upside. So what we see here is we just see that the market is actually coming from that resistance. You can see there we have this area. You can see there. So there is a chance that the market can push the lower side. On the bottom side, you see that we also have a horizontal support and this diagonal support. So the market might push lower than before we see a nice push. Where we are, as this is an uptrend, you don't really have to do anything. Just wait for a retest or a reversal until the market reaches this area before we push to the upside. Push to the upside. So let's see on the other ones. Okay, we are on USD JPY. So here the issue, maybe for those who don't really understand, they might say the dollar is weak, but why is JPY pushing? I mean, why is it pushing up against JPY? It's because it means there is a lack of performance on the side of JPY. Even though dollar is on a downtrend, but JPY is also weaker. So it means dollar, it has to push to the upside, and I see that happening now. So let's see what we can see. Let's see on 4 hours time frame. On 4 hours time frame, you can easily see that we had a breakout. We gave it enough time, guys. We gave it enough time. You remember when I said let's wait for the market to break out? Guess what? The market is now here, and on top of there, we also have another resistance. So the thing is, sometimes we can wait. This is the truth about the market. Sometimes we wait for a better reversal, a nice resistance, whatever retest. Sometimes the market just start to run, and sometimes we miss this type of opportunities. Like this one here, I did not really see that. I was still waiting for the market when it was around this area. Maybe it was happening like very late or early in the morning. But what we see here is, yes, we can easily see that the market again created something like a resistance, and I see another breakout. So what we're going to do is, we're not gonna miss that one. We already have that buy pending order. If the market pushes up above this resistance, I'm ready to go to the upside. If the market pushes lower, I think maybe the market will bounce back around this area before pushing to the upside. But what do I see here? The market already created something like a resistance. That's something that we can actually follow. Let's maybe go on 1 hour. You will see that. You will see that. You can see that we have a structure here. We have this area as a resistance. The market played several times there. Now we have a breakout. That is a it's a nice buy. That can be a very nice buy. So it means the dollar it's now gaining momentum against JPY. But don't be surprised when the dollar is not performing very well against other pairs, because their fundamentals, their economies, they're not the same, you see. So this is what we see now. You can see GBP USD. It means GBP against the dollar. It's a bit stronger. Why? What we see here is we actually updated this trend line. You can easily see that the market is still respecting GBP or this trend line. We have this nice trend line which the market is respecting, and you can see that the market is now trying to do what, to push to the upside. So we're just waiting for the market to give us some proper structures, then we can just continue with this buy. It seems like the market will end up creating something like this, so we will be ready to take those buys for now. Or yeah, we don't even have like high impact news, so we are going to have some very nice trading. So the market won't be reacting to any crazy economic news. But the problem is currently we have some geopolitical news here and there. That can be a problem. You can see that on the news that we have so much stuff happening. Unfortunately. So what do we see here? We see that yes, the market is still on that uptrend. This is Euro USD. You can easily see that the market, we can see the market touched that. Where we are, the market is still struggling. We saw a nice push going down against Europe, but we did not really break this area. So I'm expecting to see a continuation of that buy, but the market is not really giving us that. It's like there is no any crazy momentum to see this going further, but we will see if maybe the market will be breaking out of this area and pushing to the upside. If that happens, this can be a very nice and a good area to buy, because it's actually around the support, and we can say it's the lowest area on this support. So it means we can have a proper buy if the market continues pushing to the upside. But it seems like the market is still lazy to push. Way too lazy to push to the upside, but we will see. But you can see we are on the right zone. If you have a proper buy there, and make sure that your stop loss is a little bit lower, I think the market might consolidate, but one way or another, the market might end up pushing to the upside. That's what I see there. So for you to learn, guys, if you want to learn how to analyze the market, if you want to do your own thing, so, and not actually focus on the signals only, I recommend you that you can join our mentorship. The reason behind that is you're going to learn. You're going to make sure that you understand how to analyze the market, when to trade, when not to trade, and you can still have that confidence. I think you can see we have 350 mentorship for 12 months. The problem again is it's not like we have some issues with signals, but the thing that I know is when you join the signals, mostly if you don't really have that knowledge of trading, signals might be nice. I mean, we can say buy, but you find out that once you buy, you don't really have that confidence to hold longer. You get in the market, you're always on your chart trying to see if maybe the market is going in profit. You end up losing on a winning trade, or you end up closing with a smaller profit because you don't really have the knowledge of what's really happening on that structure or that market. So, but if you learn, let's say if you learn the market, if you get the mentorship, you can still receive the signals, because maybe sometimes you don't really have enough time. You don't really have enough time to do the analysis. But as long as you did learn, you will able to actually have nice trades, hold longer, have that confidence. Trading psychology is going your mindset is going to be stronger, because you know the basics, you know what's really happening. But if you just blank and you just want to buy sell, you find out maybe people, they're making $100 on the same signal, you're just making $10. Sometimes you get out early, sometimes you panic, all those things. And there is no shortcut to that. You can't just learn it. You can't just wake up and start to know all those things. You need to learn them. And guess what? All this money that you trading, you depositing every time, every week, every second week, every month, if you count that money, it's way too bigger, and all those amounts, it's what you mostly you will be losing. And if you count, our mentorship is 350. I'm talking like the whole month in 12 months. How much do you lose in 12 months? Maybe more than 1,000 or maybe 500. But just imagine if you start to learn. If you start to learn, that is going to give you an advantage, because even though you're going to have some losses, but it's going to be way too easier for you to do what? To recover and make even more. I'm not saying that once you join the mentorship, you're not going to lose. No, we still know what we're doing in the market. That's the advantage. But even though we know everything or we know much, somehow, we're still going to take some losses. But that is too different from someone who doesn't really know what they are doing. So what's really happening? We are on gold. You can see that the market is still pushing up, but where we are, the market was playing games. I did send this signal. Obviously, I hope my people are smashing that, obviously, if they're still holding. But the market is still playing. The market is still playing. But we understand we had some serious reversal on gold. But now it seems like the market will be pushing to the upside. So guys in the group, I will be telling them, when we send the signals mostly with the stop loss, I'm afraid to send something like this, because sometimes some people, they don't really have enough funds, and using aggressive stop loss, that can be risky. So that's why you also have to tweak your stop loss here and there. You know your account, you know the loss that you're gonna use, so it means you can always play around with your stop loss. If maybe my stop loss is too close, you can add maybe 10 pips, just because you know that your lot size is not really that big and stuff like that, you see. So I hope we are on the same page. And by doing that also, it means you understand what's really happening in the market. So I'm still bullish on gold. The market is still not really far from our support area. So you see, by not rushing to sell can also help us. The market did try to go lower, but now it's going up. So now we are on US30. What's really happening? US30, we also had a very nice signal yesterday. The market did push up, but not really like Nasdaq. But what we see here is we can easily see that the market is actually on a very nice upturn. The reason behind all those sales or that you saw, it's because there is this guy Christoph. I think he's the governor in like interest rates. I mean, in FOMC, Federal Reserve in the US, let's say Reserve Bank in the US. So obviously on the interviews, you know, people talk stuff. So he said they don't really see them cutting rates that quick or something like that. So which means they're still gonna cut the rates, but not the way maybe we thought that is gonna be happening maybe next month or something like that. But to me, that is not really aggressively negative statement. That's why we see the market trying to push up again. They're not saying they're not going to cut the rates, but they say we're not just going to rapidly cut those rates. So what we see on US30 is quite straightforward. We had a support area. We're still on that uptrend. So you can see that where the market reversed is actually the same level as previous structures. So that to me, or to us who knows whatever that we do in there, it was quite straightforward and simple. So when you make money like that, it feels like it's free money because you understand what's really happening in the market. Unfortunately, you can't just learn that overnight. That's why you're supposed to do what? You're supposed to learn. So now we are on Nasdaq. What's really happening? You can easily see that yes, the market has been pushing to the upside for quite some time. And I think yesterday we sent the signal here. We had a reversal, obviously. The market did reverse, but now I can see that the market indeed, it was pushing to the upside. And that's something that I really like. So I'm expecting to see another push to the upside. I'm expecting to see another push to the upside before we have this reversal. You can mostly see that how the market moves. You can learn from previous structures, you can see what we had here. You see this area. We can say this was the first step. Now, once the market goes above that area, it went like seriously higher, you see. So, and then comes back again. So now we are on the same level. So it means we also might get quite similar structure like here, where we go into something like that, where the market is just going to go up maybe for the whole week next week before we see a proper reversal. I hope you see that, and I hope we're going to smash that. So if you are part of the team, don't worry, we are going to send those signals and see if maybe we can eat. So on S&P 500, unfortunately I saw this, but I did not really send the signal. I thought maybe the market was going to do the same thing as US30. You can see we have a very nice uptrend. I thought maybe the market was going, you can see we have these areas. I thought maybe the market was going to reach that level. And when the market was bouncing back here, I was just watching, and later on, you know, it's painful just to see the market going where you were supposed to maybe enter. But I don't really blame myself, because that it means we follow the rules. So I was supposed to wait for the market to reach this area before we jump in. But it's not like we missed, because opportunities, they will always present themselves. So what we have here is, you can see that the market actually reached our resistance. So if the market breaks out, obviously we will be trying to buy above that area. If it pushes lower, we will see if maybe it's going to respect this area or this level here. So it's possible for the market to do that. So if you want to be part of the team, and if you want to test our signals, you can test that for only 1 month for $30. But I will just recommend, you can see we have a special $48 for a yearly or 12 months. So by Sunday, this special is going to end. So if you want mentorship, if you want to start to do your own thing going further, and this is $350 for you, it's a mentorship, you can just join us. This is my WhatsApp. This you can, it's also a QR code that you can use to talk to me on WhatsApp. So I really recommend mentorship, because once you're done with mentorship, you are independent. You just do your own thing. So yeah, you can think about it. So this money that you invest in here, I think mostly it's way too smaller than the amount that people blow their accounts. So anyways, I will see you on the next one. I hope you're gonna enjoy your Friday. I hope you're gonna enjoy your Friday. So thank you very much. Bye. I will see you on the next one.